Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to part 5 of the Q&A. I might try to go through these questions a little bit faster since I'm already at part 5 and I still have quite a bit to go. But let's get into it. First off is Caleb Banks. Hey Matt, my question is, in your opinion, was the film that had potential the first time but never lived up to it and deserves a remake? At this point, I don't really want them to remake anything because I think they fucked it up. But maybe just Silent Hill, the first game, or even take notes from the second game and cast someone like Thomas Jane or something like that. Doom, I like the Doom movie, but well, they're doing another one. It has nothing to do with that one. It's like a low budget. Of course it is. Just do a Doom movie, big budget, in the style of Hardcore Henry. Why not do that? What the fuck do I know? But at this point, you know, on the other side of my brain is I'm just tired of remakes of any sort. I really am. They make too many of those as is. But thank you for the questions. Kyle Cullen asks, are you a fan of Tom Petty? Yeah, I like Tom Petty. I feel The Fog is an underrated film. What do you think? The Fog from 1980? Yeah. I love The Fog. John Carpenter, I think, has a really good atmosphere, very creepy score. I like the cast of Tom Atkins, Hal Holbrook, Jamie Lee Curtis. I thought the cast did a wonderful job. It's one of my favorite ghost story movies, up there with The Changeling and other films. I really like The Fog. I like the idea behind it. I like the story, what you find out about what's going on, why these ghosts are back. Love the way it's filmed. I love the look of The Fog itself. Really, really wonderful atmosphere created by John Carpenter. So yeah, I really like The Fog. Fuck the remake though. Next up is Austin Willcut, who has 10 questions. If Brandon Lee had not died on The Crow, what kind of story, director, or plot would you have liked to have seen for the sequels to go if Eric Draven was still the lead character? I really don't think you needed a sequel, even if Brandon Lee was alive, because his story ended. His story ended at the end of the first movie. He dies revenge. He dies again. So that's the thing, like, The Crow you didn't need sequels with Eric Draven. Or if that's the case, maybe take a page from the Crow TV show that Marta Costas did, where, I don't know, but you're talking about movies. Yeah, to me, I just would rather him do other movies instead of Crow sequels. Because again, The Crow they didn't need sequels. Again, the guy's story ended. Where do you see the Alien Predator franchise going at this point with Disney in control of those properties now? They should go nowhere but to hell. I'm tired of those franchises. There hasn't been a good Alien film since 1986. There hasn't been a good Predator film since 1990. Those franchises were fucked up before Disney got control of them. Disney had nothing to do with Predators or The Predator. Had nothing to do with Alien 3 or Resurrection or AVP. That was Fox fucking up. Or Alien Covenant or Prometheus. Those franchises were fucked up before Disney got involved. So I think they should be buried and they should not do anything. Maybe do a sequel, Alien Isolation, but they're not going to that video game because it did not do well, which sucks. This was a good game, but just don't do anything with those. What new actor or actress do you despise the most nowadays or very annoyed by? New actor or actress? The people I'm thinking of are not new. I don't know if I despise them, but the fucking guy in the new Predator movie that was in Lodian, Boyd Holbrook, Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was Kick-Ass, and he was in that fucking Godzilla movie. Daisy Ridley I'm not a fan of. Or at least her Rey in those shitty Star Wars movies. Or the fucking guy who plays the villain, Adam Driver. Those are a couple that I don't care for. Don't give a fuck about. Or the girl who was like Sarah Connor in Terminator Genesis, but she looked like she was 14 years old. Didn't care for her. Or who's that fucking guy in Genesis? Damn it. He was in Die Hard 5. Kind of tired of seeing his ass too. Oh, Joel Kinnaman. I'm thinking of a different actor, so I forget who the hell that guy is. But another guy I can add is Joel Kinnaman. From the RoboCop reboot and Suicide Squad. Guy has no personality. Fucking block of wood. He can leave too. What do you think of the new title of Terminator 6 lead called Terminator Phoenix? Also, it's going to be political about the Mexico border. What? Terminator Phoenix. Is Jean Grey going to pop up and kill everybody? Terminator Phoenix. And it's about the Mexico border. Gives a fuck about the Mexico border in a Terminator movie when we have to worry about the fucking rise of the fucking machines. Are they on rise from the border? Are they under the border and then on rise from the ground? Fuck. Just, again, a franchise that needs to die. The last good one was what, T2? Just kill it with fire. Fuck it. Fuck the movie. Which do you like better, Stream Factory or Arrow Video? I haven't had too many Arrow Video releases, so I guess I would say Stream Factory by default, but I don't really care for some of their practices either. Well, I don't care for some of the practices. Releasing 30 goddamn dollar Blu-rays, and there was one video I saw on Facebook where it's a guy who owned like a small business, and Stream Factory was fucking him over by saying, because the guy wanted to lower prices himself, because he bought the items and then he wanted to lower them for people, you know, to actually buy them. And Stream Factory said, nope, you can't do that. Otherwise, we're not going to sell you any more of our stuff. I said, well, wait a minute, I bought them. I can, but so Stream Factory, they're getting the people that you can't trust, or they're already there. You can't trust them. What movies that came out in the 2000s would you like to get sequels that do not have any yet? The 2000s? Oh man, I can't think of any from the 2000s right now. So about your Constantine with Keanu Reeves, that would have been fun. If Thomas Jane could come back as the Punisher in a sequel, that would have been fun. Because that Dirty Laundry short film was cool. Can't think of any right now. John Travolta, if he was in From Paris with Love too, that'd be pretty fun. Because I like his character in that one. I'd have to think about that for a bit. Would you like to see more Space Odyssey films based on Arthur C. Clarke's last two installments, 2061, Odyssey 3, and 3001, The Final Odyssey? Who would direct them nowadays? You know what? If you got the guy who did Blade Runner 2049, if you got that guy, Denny, I can't say the guy's last name. Blade Runner 2049 was fantastic. If you got him to direct the new, I'd be curious about it. But you'd have to do it right, not fucking jokes and shit and humor. But Blade Runner 2049 did it well. It's a masterpiece in my opinion. I still say I like Blade Runner, the original, but I think the sequel was a better movie. I think 2049 was a better film. So, yeah, if you get that guy to do it, sure. Have you seen the new poster for the Child's Play remake, or what are your thoughts on the movie so far? It's just a factory and there's a package in the middle. It doesn't really say much. The only reason I look forward to that movie is to drink Don Mancini's tears. Just Don Mancini, oh, this fucking movie is fucking up my plans to do a TV show and to do more shitty fucking sequels. He might as well have said that. Don Mancini, what the fuck has he done in the past 10 years worth of shit? Oh, let's make a shitty Curse of Chucky and shitty Cult of Chucky and shitty Seed of Chucky before those two. Good, I want the movie to come out just to fucking piss off Don Mancini and drink your tears like vitamin water. Like, here's Don Mancini's tears. Considering how much he's been crying, this is probably a realistic depiction of an amount of tears. I drink your tears and piss them out with fire. So that's my opinion on it. What is the best DVD Blu-ray box set that Anchor Bay, Shout Factory, Arrow has ever put out in your opinion? Best box set? I don't know if they made one yet. The best box set. The only box sets I'm thinking of that I got is like the Halloween. I don't think I got any box sets from Arrow. I don't remember any from Anchor Bay. I can't think of any. I don't think I've gotten that many. When I think of like great box sets, I would not think of those companies. I would honestly think like the Alien Quadrilogy set. Because they're really, you know, they got both cuts of the film and massive documentaries. The Halloween box set was pretty cool, though. I thought it was pretty cool. There's little issues, like the audio. I think Halloween 4, among other stuff. And I don't think that has the commentary from the DVD with the writer, which sucks, because that's a good commentary. I can't think of any others. Damn. Sorry about that. Do you think the 2020s will be a much better decade for movies, games, music, or something far worse than we can fathom? It can always get worse. That's what I've come to realize. It can always get worse. So prepare for the worst. It can always get worse, man. So that's just my opinion. But thank you for the questions. I live again 1. Very nice guy. leaves a lot of good comments on my videos. He asks, what do you feel is Keanu Reeves' worst role in a film? Every actress we know and love has a one time or another made a bad movie where he's done a bad role. For me, he was pretty bad in Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, he was pretty bad in that. He was pretty bad in that movie. So, I mean, worst role, I guess I could say that. As for the worst film he's been in, Knock Knock is up there. Yeah, maybe Knock Knock. Because that's pretty damn bad. Yeah, I would say Knock Knock. Probably the worst film he's been in. If he was to write or direct a live-action version of The Evil Within, the video game, who would cast as the lead? I would like to see someone like an Aaron Eckhart or Thomas Jane or those are the two that come to mind. If the guy could pull it off, maybe Wyatt Russell, because I liked him in Overlord. There's definitely a couple names that I would think off the top of my head. Did you get to see the film Upgrade? I did. Boy, it's a real piece of shit in my opinion. No, because I've heard my friend Mike OCP. I know the ending and it's bullshit. And people are like, oh, but you gotta see the film. No, I don't. Because I'm gonna get a fun revenge movie and then this bullshit twist ending with, oh, it's deep. It's about as deep as my fucking dick in the sink. That's how deep it is. It's about as deep as my fucking thumb in a petri dish. It's about as deep. You know how deep it is? It's this deep. It's not deep at all. Exactly. Oh, the AI is evil. I've never seen that. That was never done in 2001: A Space Odyssey, or Terminator, or Ex Machina, or any number of fucking movies. Oh my god, the AI. It was done in fucking iRobot, for fuck's sake. Oh, who's controlling it? The artificial intelligence, which is evil. No shit. And I like iRobot. I'd rather watch iRobot. I don't need to watch a bullshit. It's a revenge movie, but he doesn't get his revenge, and the AI is really an asshole. And the guy's stuck in his head. Kind of like, what was that one with? Was it Repo Men? Not Repo Man with Emilio Estevez. This is a movie called Repo Men with Jude Law, I think. I think did some bullshit like that. Not with AI, but like another thing. I don't need to waste my time with that bullshit. Do you feel after all the shitty films we got from horror icons like Chucky, Leatherface, Michael Myers later, do you feel they should or should not try to do another Friday the 13th film? The more I think about it, no. I think someone asked me something like that in another part of the Q&A, but the more I think about it, no. Just end it. Just stop. Just give it up. Do you think that Fox has had enough of James Cameron is the reason why Alita Battle Angel keeps getting pushed back? I think no. I think Fox loves James Cameron. I think they're pushing it back because, from what I understand, they're trying to finish the effects, and I don't know why they're pushing it back. But I don't think it's because they hate James Cameron. I think they love the guy because they don't make 15 fucking Avatar movies. And I can see it happening because Fox gonna be with Disney, and Disney wants Avatar. Because Disney will love Avatar because it'll make them a shitload of money. So they want to butter his ass. And by the way, James Cameron was like, "Look, give us more time." They're like, "Okay, you're Jimmy Cammy. We will bow to you and suck your dick." So, yeah. What are some of your favorite songs from Dance with the Dead? I would say Master of Puppets. The remix they did, the Metallica Master of Puppets, that'd be my favorite. I also like the remix they did of Kickstart My Heart and Painted Black. Number 7, do you think The Rock will end up on Netflix with Adam Sandler anytime soon since he's becoming so overexposed? I could see that. I could see The Rock being on Netflix. I could easily see that. I mean, but the thing is, Sally, I can see the Jumanji 3 being a hit, and Jungle Cruise will probably be a fucking hit. So maybe not anytime soon, but yeah, one day I could see him being on there. What do you feel are the most overrated films in recent years? I know this might be a hard one. Just name a few off the top of your head, bro. Let's see. Let's see. Infinity War, Black Panther, the new Halloween film. I think the Stephen King's It. Fucking Sinister. Split. Fucking The Force Awakens. In a way, The Last Jedi, critical wise, considering how much ass kissing they got from the critics. Creed, to name a couple. Which upcoming comic book film, whether Marvel or DC, will bomb so bad that will make them kill off the genre for good? Sadly, none. Sadly, none, because Infinity War Part 2 is going to make a shitload of money. I wouldn't be surprised if this Captain Marvel makes the money that Black Panther did. Or at least Wonder Woman did. I would not be surprised. Then what? You have Guardians of the Galaxy 3, which will make a lot of money. You got... I don't think you're going to see that anytime soon. Even if DC movie bombs, they've had movies that haven't done well, and they're still making a lot of comic book movies. I honestly feel you don't see it for at least another 10 years. I really do. If it doesn't last that long, I would be surprised. I would really be surprised. Because even if it did, they would just reboot it. Down the road, let's reboot Iron Man, let's reboot Wolverine, let's reboot X-Men, let's reboot Spider-Man for the 10th fucking time. But thanks for the questions. Next up is Open-Minded Movie Man. Sorry, again, I'm typing these so that I can put it down below. But this is a very nice guy named Scott from Texas, who, very nice person, was nice enough. He sent me stuff to try to eat, a snack on, which was really cool. Yo, man, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I definitely have questions, as well as hopefully you can answer them all. Any other films you're looking forward to in the next month or not, unless someone pays you to see them? Honestly, even if so, I said this in the first part, I don't even want people to pay me via PayPal. I don't really want to do that. Just with the way work is and increase of work. I'm working Saturdays now and all that stuff. A lot more hours. I just don't want to waste my time watching movies I know is going to be shit. And I don't want to do that. I'd rather just, be at home and go through a journey at home with movies. But in the next month or so, no, there's no movies I look forward to. Are you familiar with the men going their own way, pronounced as Mijto? First time I've heard of it. MGTOW. Nah, never heard of that before. Which picture quality Metro Overdrive was the better one? I sent you, was it Team Blue, Vestron Collector's Edition, or both equally great? I would say I give the slight edge to the Vestron one. Slight edge to it. Yeah, I would say it's a little bit. It was a little bit sharper. It wasn't like a huge difference. It wasn't like, oh my god, I've never seen a movie like this before. But it was, a bit sharper. A little bit sharper with the colors, I remember. At least for me. What did you think of the musical CD by Alex Henley, Real Life, that I sent in my last package? Wasn't really my cup of tea. No disrespect to the guy, Alex. Just wasn't really my cup of tea. I did listen to the songs. Like, just wasn't for me. Sorry about that. Were you down for more Matt's Cookies, peanut butter and chocolate? They were okay. Like, I remember the cookies. I'm trying to remember. They were fine. I just don't eat a lot of cookies nowadays. I don't eat a lot of sweets nowadays. Actually, I don't even eat much snacks nowadays. Usually, I eat sort of bars, or maybe like some fruit candy or some ice cream, like strawberry cheesecake ice cream or such. I don't know. The snacking thing. I think it's me, trying to lose some weight, things of that nature. Once in a while, I'll still drink this, but hey, drinking a lot more water. Walking at least 30 minutes a day outside. Do you just own Castaway on Blu-ray, or did you get the 2-disc DVD? I got the Blu-ray, which I'm fine with. I mean, maybe one day I'll get the 2-disc to check out the features, but I just got the Blu-ray, which looked good on Blu-ray, and I love the movie. Do you think lately there's been too much female power and entitlement in movies just to please the SJWs and feminazis? Well, it's like everything else. It's a trend where people are in an uproar. They gotta be in an uproar for various reasons. And they do it in movies to sell tickets. I think some of these people, they don't even buy their own press. I think they really do it to try to use it in a way to sell tickets. So, To each their own doesn't mean I have to buy into it. Would you say 2018 has been a better year for movies than 2017, or just the same? It's been way worse for movies. 2018 is a horrible year for movies compared to 2017. Just 2017, you had John Wick 2, Blade Runner 2049, Kong Skull Island, Kidnap, Bright, Hitman's Bodyguard. Here, though, it's like you got Searching, you got Mandy, you got Deadpool 2, Mission Impossible Fallout. Okay, maybe that. It's been a way worse year for movies than last year. Last year was great for movies. This year, and yeah, I think it's way worse. Let's see. Was there any chance you can subscribe to my channel? I don't really subscribe to channels. This won't sound shitty. Unless I want to. Meaning, I guess, how the hell did I put it? Sometimes I get people ask me to subscribe to my channel, and in a way, being asked to do it makes me do the opposite. It's one of those things that you shouldn't have to ask someone to subscribe to your channel. They should do it out of the blue. You know what I mean? I guess that's the thing. Like, I don't mean anything bad about that. It just when you get asked that, it just makes me do the opposite. Yeah, no matter how that sounds, it sounds like a dickish thing. I don't mean that. I'll think about it, though. I'd say that. That's not a bullshit statement. I'll think about it. Do you mean that I'm a nice guy, deserve to be a good friend to some degree? Well, nice guy. Yeah, I do mean that. I remember you did a video that said, "Get well, Matt." That was very nice. You sent gifts. You didn't have to do that. That was very nice. You said a lot of very nice comments. So yeah, I do mean that. Because not everyone does that. So that was really cool. I'm not the nicest guy, but I try to be. There's a lot of people who are a lot nicer than me, so and you're one of them. So yeah, I do mean that. Anyway, those are my questions. Look forward to the Q&A. Take care and have a great Thanksgiving, Matt. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving, Scott. Thank you for the questions. Moviemetalrock McDonald asks, what are some of Clint Eastwood's most underrated films in your opinion? The movie that comes to mind when I read that is The Rookie. The Rookie with him and Charlie Sheen, which no one talks about, doesn't get talked about at all. But I think it's a very underrated film. I think it's a very underrated movie. It's a very fun film that has some really good action scenes, really good stunt sequences, really good set pieces. Raul Julia as the villain, he did a good job. I thought it went at a fast pace, has some fun lines of dialogue. I thought Clint Eastwood and Charlie Sheen worked really well together. But yeah, I would definitely have to go with The Rookie. I definitely would say that's probably his most underrated one. But thank you for the question. Big Ideas 3. The experts. Oh, this is because I was talking about the 1989 films. One of them is this film called The Experts. Has been on what I wish my watch list, but there's no DVD. Looks like it can be streamed though. I want to see Prime Preston. I thought of questions relating to movie theater experiences. Best movie theater experience could be movie or an actual cool location, great sound system, etc. And then the worst movie theater experience in regards to crowd being annoying, etc. The best movie theater experience, I would say Gravity was a great movie theater experience. Seeing that in 3D, it was a hell of an exhilarating experience. Because I was with Sandra Bullock the whole way. It was beautiful, and the 3D worked very well. I felt like I was in the movie. That was a great experience. Blade Runner 2049 was a great experience. Just seeing this beautiful film on the big screen. Felt like I was watching an 80s movie in the theater. Which I haven't had a chance to do that, sadly, because they don't run 80s movies in theaters around here. Not that much. And Rambo 4, the ending of that especially, that was a great experience. Seeing that 50 caliber massacre. Worst movie theater experience, the one that comes to mind is when I saw Bulletproof Monk. The movie itself wasn't bad enough. I had these two women in the front seat talking through the entire movie. Now granted, the movie sucked, so I didn't get too mad, but it's like, shut the fuck up. There's a scene at the beginning, like a person's dying and they're laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And that was the beginning of the movie, so I didn't know it would be bad, but then once the movie got bad, when they're talking about fucking hot dogs in the movie, hot dog buns, I'm like, yeah, these women are annoying, but whatever. First movie you remember seeing as a child? Unfortunately, I can't remember the first movie I saw as a kid. I wish I could. Do you have a prime location in the theater that you like to sit? Usually in the middle, about maybe 4 or 5 rows from the screen. So it's not too close, but it's close enough so I don't see any walls or ceiling, I just see the screen. Have you ever left in the middle of a movie? Nah. Never did. Because I don't want to give the movie the satisfaction. But thank you for the questions. Marco Avila. Probably said that name wrong, sorry. Here's my question. If you were a director in the 90s, if you had to make a Predator 3, who would be the main star and what story? Also, what's your favorite video game console? Mine is PS2 and I have PS4. Well, the video game console, PS2 is my favorite, as well as Super Nintendo. As for a Predator 3, I would honestly get Jean-Claude Van Damme. I would have him do that instead of... I would have him get cleaned up after Time Cop. Well, no. I would have him get cleaned up, and instead of Street Fighter, do Predator 3. And then Predator 3, I would have it take place in a prison and do Alien 3 the right way, where I like the idea of a monster creature feature in a prison, but have the Predator, like, if you want to hunt, why not hunt, the killers that, have hunted other people? A prison that has serial killers, and Van Damme's like a innocent guy. Granted, he already did that Death Warrant. But, you know, maybe like a side sequel to Death Warrant. I think that'd be pretty cool. I just like that idea of Predator in a prison and Van Damme fighting it. In Van Damme's prime. Plus it'd be different from Danny Glover and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And, you know, Van Damme technically was going to be the Predator in the first film, so it'd be kind of fun, him fighting the Predator. But thank you for the questions. Don Rives asked, can you review The Last Temptation of Christ? Maybe one day down the road. I haven't seen the film. I know of the film. But, you know, maybe one day down the road. Aaron A. is asking, I have just one question. In your entire lifetime so far, how many movies have you watched? Not counting any repeats, that is. Thanks. You know what, honestly, it's at least 1,000. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but it's at least 1,000 movies. I mean, hell, I've made probably, what, 1,000 videos on YouTube. Granted, they're not all about movie reviews, but a lot of them are. That's not to mention all the movies that I've seen that I haven't reviewed. So it's gotta be at least that. But thank you for the question. Next up is Preston Lions FC. Hi, Matt, how are you doing? What's been happening? He has 10 questions. I know you love entertainment movies and shows. You talk about, what else do you do besides reviewing movies and talking on the laptop? What do you do in your own time, like for fun? Do you go out a lot? No, I'm just, you know, I get tired from work, so I just want to stay home and relax. So, you know, I watch a movie or watch some videos on YouTube, like my friends who make videos, like Michael Keane and Michael CP. I watch, you know, video game playthroughs. Sometimes a person will edit a video game to a movie, or watch trailers or fan trailers. I play a little bit of video games. I haven't done it in a while, but I want to get more into that again. So that's what I do. Number 2, I know you hate the Escape Plan franchise. You haven't seen the third one, Devil Station, yet. How do you want for Escape Plan? The Escape Plan franchise to be better, so I can write a script for it. What's your idea for it? If I or you could change one thing in the bad franchise to make it good, what would that one thing be changed for Escape Plan, Expendables, and Creed? The only way to make Escape Plan 3 good is not make it. Just don't make the film. You gotta have a different director. You gotta have an actual budget. You gotta have Stallone be the actual star of the film. You gotta have Arnold Schwarzenegger come back. You gotta give him at least a lot of screen time together. You gotta give him a lot more shit to do. A lot more guns. A lot more firepower. Go the Death Wish 3 route. Watch Death Wish 3 and copy that. Charles Bronson was really old too, but he shot a lot of motherfuckers in that movie. That would help. Don't have the same director. Don't have shitty CGI or shitty shaky cam. Have a good fucking villain. Creed. There's nothing you did to Creed to make it better. I'm sorry. Because it ended with Rocky Balboa. So the one thing that changed for Creed, wipe it out of existence. The Expendables, bring back the balls. They were leaving them in part 2, and they definitely left them in part 3. Have some actually be expendable. Have some of the Expendables actually fucking die. You kill off the new crew. You want to do Expendables 4? Here's what you do. All the new people, you kill them off. Expendables 3 was pointless. Yeah, it was fucking pointless. Good. Wipe it out. Kill all the new people. Kill off Terry Crews. Kill off Randy Couture. So you have Stallone, Statham, Dolph, Jet Li, and Wesley Snipes. Kill off everyone else. Antonio Banderas, you can kill him off. Harrison Ford, you can keep. But yeah, just keep those 5. Stallone, Statham, Dolph, Jet Li. Give Jet Li actual shit to do. And Wesley Snipes. Have Arnold Schwarzenegger, he turns, becomes a villain, and gets his team. Who's going to be on his team? I don't know. You get Mark DeCostos. You get Jeff Wincott. You get Michael Jai White. They already used Scott Adkins. Fuck. You get a bunch of fucking people that go up. So that the Expendables like, oh shit, we're in trouble. They're out. We're outmanned. We're outgunned. We got all these ass kickers ready to kick our ass. And they can be the dirty half dozen because they had one more. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme, who's a twin brother, but he's a good guy. And you have a scene where Jet Li fights Van Damme because Jet Li wasn't there, and he heard about this guy, and he thinks, oh, he's still alive, and him and Jet Li get in a fight scene. Jet Li and Van Damme. And then Van Damme's like, wait, man, I'm a good guy. And you get John Woo to direct it, and you have an R-rated, and you have 0 CGI. You get actual fucking blood squibs. And don't pussy out. That's my opinion. About old Rambo Project horror film Hunter, how do you want the creature to look like? How do you want the film to look like? How do you expect movie to be turned out for Hunter with Stallone? I'm interested to write that as well. What's your idea? I don't like the creature. I don't know how it is in the novel Hunter. I don't know, have it look like it. Like you would see in an 80s monster movie. You know, teeth and claws. But it can think as well. So it's not just a dumb animal. Maybe be like look kind of like the creature in Split Second. Maybe kind of like that. That'd be cool. With Rutger Hauer, Split Second. I'd have a creature look kind of like that. That'd be pretty cool. Just be filmed with atmosphere and competence and what else do you talk about besides movies with other people? I don't know, I like talking about movies. Not really into sports. I don't know, I'm not much of, despite what I think, I'm not much of a talker. I'm more a guy who listens to other people. Whatever happened to the Dodge Soldiers sequel? Do you want a franchise of Dodge Soldiers? No. Dodge Soldiers worked fine. I don't want a sequel to ruin it. Or a piece of shit sequel like The Descent Part 2. If Stallone wanted to do a Cobra 2, how do you want the movie to turn out? film it like Drive or Mandy, in that style. Killers are more vicious. You have online predators. You have people who torture innocent people, and people like Hostel and all that. And Cobra's the cure and kills a lot of the motherfuckers. It's either his last assignment or he's retired and he's not come back because someone he knows was the victim of this crime. And people put him down. Oh, he's too old. He doesn't know anything about computers, whatever. And he's like, he doesn't have to, because you don't want to shove this fucking machine gun up your ass and pull the trigger until it goes click. If Wesley Snipes and Michael Jai White had a movie together, how would you want it to be? Van Damme Seagal film, how do you want the film to look like? I don't know. I want Van Damme to kick Seagal's ass, I know that. What is it, Michael Jai White? Maybe a buddy cop movie. I think that'd be fun. Which wrestlers do you love and hate the most? Whether Ronda Rousey in WWE, who's your favorite female wrestler? Wrestlers I loved, Macho Man Randy Savage, Roddy Piper, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I did like some Ultimate Warrior, I will admit. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wrestlers I hate the most, John Cena, and John Cena. Oh, one that I really enjoyed was Razor Ramon. One on Bret Hart. That I hate the most. Oh, Jake the Snake Roberts I really liked as well. I hate the most. Triple H I do not like at all. So yeah, John Cena, Triple H. Most of the fucking new people they have there, Roman Reigns and all this shit. Not many people worth the fuck over there now. Ronda Rousey, don't care, because I didn't watch her in UFC. She sucks as an actress. Favorite female wrestler? I honestly don't have one. Sorry. Thanks for answering my questions. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Time to get wasted. You have a good Merry Christmas as well. Thank you for the questions. Actually, it's 53 minutes in. And I still have quite a few ways to go. Damn. Well, you know what? I'm going to end it here. So stay tuned for Q&A part 6. Sorry I seem out of it. I'm trying to do this the same night, and I'm losing a bit of steam, so I gotta recharge for a bit. So let me recharge for a bit, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.